Good evening. My name is Lisa Perry. I live at 765 Heather Lane in Easton, Pennsylvania. I'd like to address a comment that was brought up earlier about the two-fee system at the municipal ice rink. We do have a two-fee system there for resident and non-residents, so that is already in place there. I am a board member of the Ice World Figure Skating Club, and I'm here representing approximately 100 skaters. Our club provides our skaters with weekly skating sessions, fundraisers, and many social activities related to skating, utilizing the Bethlehem facilities. Every day of the season, you find our skaters from every corner of the Bethlehem community and beyond at the rink, enjoying healthy activity of the sport, beautiful surroundings of the rink, and the love building, friendship, and excitement of their fellow community members. The facilities at Bethlehem Municipal Rink reflect the same services and goals as our club. It's a place where people of all ages come to experience a healthy climate centered around the sport of skating. It attracts young people and develops in them an appreciation of the positive values related to becoming mature adults. It is a family place to spend time where together with other members of their families, they enjoy the warm experiences of spending a happy time together. It is a recreational facility that is available every day, 7 days a week. Always there's a place to go and enjoy a wholesome activity. It is a place that reflects the positive values of the community as a whole. As a cherished landmark reflecting 50 years in the Bethlehem community, it is a present and historic base reflecting a high quality of the community in general. With its Olympic-sized ice surface and its quaint log structure, it makes Bethlehem unique and in its support of a high quality of community life. The Bethlehem Ice Rink is a sparkling jewel in the fabric of our life in Bethlehem. To allow it to close from lack of present support would deprive thousands of our community members of all ages a place to go to enjoy and benefit from one of the truly exciting, healthful, and positive activities in life. When the rink is repaired and open for a longer season, our organization is prepared to purchase more ice than we currently do in the current situation. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Mr. Talix.
Stephen M. Talix, 737 Ridge. At last meeting, I made an erroneous statement and was corrected afterwards. So I'd like to repeat correctly. The parking spots possibly in Main Street, I had said coming from Market Street. I should have said Church Street. As you come from Church Street to Main, you make a right turn. The right-of-way is to people coming up from Main from under the bridge. And the right turn onto Main from Church is a single lane. And if you look at that carefully, and I double-checked this, there are a number of diagonal lines from the curb to the one lane, which is, they're quite wide. I didn't have access to the greatest transit, so I used a reliable secondary measure, which is my shoe. It's approximately a foot. So I stepped off both sides of Main Street and discovered that if you go to the edge of the Meridian bookstore where the no parking to church sign exists, we've almost doubled the space. So that if you use one car length diagonally down to 5 feet off Church, you will not obstruct traffic because traffic can't drive there because they will be on the diagonal white lines, which is, you don't drive there. Now, I don't know whether anyone looked into this, and after my comments last time, I was told that was a very good option. So the question is, for a lot less money and less controversy, let's investigate the opposite side of Main Street, because you're going to accommodate what you want times 2 and preclude parking on the bridge. So two things, you accomplish the purpose, double the parking, at a lot less cost. Now, I don't know whether the administration or anyone in council consider this as an option. To me, it makes a lot of sense based upon my shoe length. So, do you think someone in the city might want to look into that and come back later and say, hey, that's a good option? Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Joey?
Jody Evans, 1955 Westtown Road, member of Recreation Commission. Hello here. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Council for allowing me to speak on behalf of the ice rink this evening. There's lots of other people who feel the same way I do, and I may be a little bit redundant here, but here goes. The ice rink is a special place for thousands of people in Bethlehem, and it is for me personally because I spent my childhood growing up on the ice rink, and now my family has a season pass, and we miss very few weekends and even show up after school days. And it's amazing to me, even on those times, it's busy, and it's just used so heavily, and I just think it's a great thing. Makes me smile to see my kids enjoying the same memories that I have, and I enjoy going with them because there's very few things that teenagers actually, I'm not allowed on a Friday night or Saturday night, but I go on the afternoons with my kids. They don't let me there with their friends on Friday nights, but they do let me there on Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm very happy about that because it's something that we can do as a family. We were very fortunate in Bethlehem to have a venue like this, and one of the reasons I like being on the Recreation Commission is I feel I need to be an advocate for things like this, and this is why I'm here talking to all of you. It's basically an economical and safe place for kids to go, and again, I've been there Friday and Saturday nights, and there are so many teenagers there that I think otherwise would not be in a safe environment, many of them. So with that said, I hope you consider making the needed repairs to the rink so that the memories and recreation will continue forever. Thanks for your time and understanding this matter.
Thank you. Any other comments? Mr. Shire?
Bill Shire, 1890 Eaton Avenue. I have two comments on the non-utility capital bank loan. I think I got it right. First is, of course, postpone everything you can. I mean, all those projects are worthy. I was at the committee meeting. But it seems to me that not all of them have to be done right now. So postpone as much as you can. I don't want to zero in on any particular projects. The second thing is that according to the handout from Concord Financial, there was a date on there of September 14th. If it's for next year, the only argument to be made for borrowing on September 14th would be that interest rates are very low. All the indications are they're not going to increase at all between September 14th and January 1st. So if the borrowing were postponed to January 1st, the interest that would have to be paid to cover September 14th to January 1st would be saved. And I don't think that would be greater than any possible increase between now and then. I don't think there's going to be any increase in rates before January 1st. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Dean?
Dean Group, 555 Spring Street. Thank you for letting me speak this evening. I was reading the newspaper more recently about now, a lot of these venues and the main events are hopefully going to go to the south side. And we're not going to have Main Street used.
Dean, let me interrupt. I apologize. This has to be an agenda item. I mean, if you're going to be discussing
I'm going to
music
talk
festival.
about the parking.
Oh, okay. That's
And
fine.
I think that the parking, if you don't have all these other ventures going on all the time there, and I don't understand why you're going to need all these parking. there should be ample in the event of, you don't have nothing to draw things there except the business places. And I'm certain that even the parking that's going to be made available for these other things that are going on, they don't park there anyhow then because they can't even get there to park. So I think all this money is going to be spent on this extra parking, I think is foolishly spent. And let the people go, and as I said before, if they need more parking for their businesses, what they ought to do is provide some kind of bus service or something like that, that if they have something special going on, like they want to draw 50 or 100 people for any incidental little thing, that other people go and have adequate bus service to come and bring the people to what they want them to have. And besides the busing them there, the other thing would be you have the conditions that if you're not going to have anything in it, as I mentioned before, in that whole area. In other words, you're not going to have the street blocked off at all. So there's going to be ample parking in the future there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Are you right behind the microphone?
My name is Tori Everett. I live on 1851 Millard Street. I'm 11 years old and I've been skating at the municipal ice rink since I was about 3 or 4. And I grew up there and I started the Learn to Skate program and now I skate on a weekly basis. And I love going there. I can't wait. Every year I can't wait for it to open. And I would just be crushed if I couldn't skate there anymore, and I'm sure most of the community would be too. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Dad, we don't have an age requirement, so you're good. Okay, we will move into the agenda. Thank you.
Good for you.
Does anyone else like to address council?
Do you want to talk? Come on. Come on.
She wants to talk. I think, Mom, you may have to hold me the mic.
Do it. Kitty night. I love it. Adorable.
I'm Sophia Daniel. I hope they don't close the ice rink because I love to skate and I really don't want them to close the ice rink, and we used to have blue skates, but somebody gave me white skates.
Thank you.
Very good. What did you